Anybody have any anxiety about getting the scan?
I definitely had anxiety going into the machine. No, I don't think I have claustrophobia, but I think it was just, having the thing on my chest and the mirror so close to my face, I was a little anxious going in. But then once you're actually in and you have the TV screen in front of you, and all the staff there are so nice and talking through with you and everything, it took away a lot of my anxiety, and I ended up just watching a movie the whole time, and it actually went by really fast.
There's, I would think, definite anxiety on what's lurking.
Yeah.
Right? Some people have anxiety about going into a hopper. I just looked at it as 45 minutes of a good sleep. Going off, nobody is bothering you. And in fact, he said, "Do you want music?" I said, "No, I'm just going to take a nap."
What about the process of getting results?
I think they tell you about 7 to 10 days.
It's pretty basic. It explains it well. It comes quickly. The option to speak with a nurse practitioner is there. So you have a lot of bases covered to make the patient feel like they have someone to call to ask questions.
So and like to your point, both your points, catching things early, I'd rather find out.
Well, the only way it would make sense to not want to know is to not want to be treated if you find the disease. But if you find any disease and you'd want to get medical care, then you'd want to know it as soon as possible.
Same thing, a lot of people, I would rather just not know. But it's like, well, let's just say you did have cancer. Would you rather not know? And then, like you said, you're not catching it, and then there goes your life. Mm-hmm. Or you know, and you can do something about it.
I think sometimes people mix up I would rather not know with I would rather not have it. Yeah. And I think that's where they get confused.
What about finance? We talk a whole lot about price point for the scan and what you get. And any thoughts about that?
It's expensive, there's no doubt. But the other side, as we're all saying, would be dramatically expensive if you find out late.
I've had a lot of friends ask me, about doing it, what the cost was. And when I've told them the cost, they're like, wow, that's just so much money. But I guess to me in my head, if I was sitting in a doctor's office and they told me, oh, you have stage 3 cancer, whatever, in that moment, I would easily drop $2,500. So I feel like the $2,500 is so worth it for the peace of mind.
Your health is the most important thing that you have. I mean, your body's priceless.
AI making its way into various healthcare aspects, angles, places. How do we feel about that?
I want the human aspect and the AI aspect, but you need both working together, in my view.
You have radiologists read all your reports.
Your scans are all read by humans that are working with us, and it's not all purely AI. What about showing results to your doctor?
When I did my first scan, one of the findings was I had PCOS, which I had no idea. And so I brought that to my OBGYN, and I was actually so surprised at the negativity I got back from her. She rolled her eyes and was like, I can't believe you spent money for that. I don't know if in her mind she was threatened by something that could come in and maybe change the way medicine works. I had been going to her for symptoms that I'd been dealing with for a while and never had an answer, but look, Prenuvo was able to give me a little bit of peace of mind.
I had effusion of my left hip, and I took it to my doctor, and I thought he was going to say, just like your doctor said. And to my surprise, he went onto the website and turned to me and was like, this is amazing. And he's going through all the different parts of the body, and we're talking about it. I was floored that he was positive to it, and I thought we were going to have the same as you.
I saw my doctor yesterday and told her about it, and she was so inquisitive. She was very excited about it and open to it.
And the app itself really breaks it down easy to what everything means, gives you a little bit of insight on like what the diagnosis, if you had one, was. And the personalized videos, those are us, right?
Those are you.
So cool. And I noticed between my first scan and the second scan that they added more features with the videos that they didn't have on the first one. And I was just like, those are the arteries in my brain. That is so cool, like watching it in slow-mo and like it's so fascinating. I'm like, that's me, that's cool. Honestly, the app just really makes you feel, and Prenuvo in general, just really makes you feel like you have control of your health and are very involved in, in your body and the things that you can't really see.